Hey guys, so in today's video I want to go through the top 5 reasons I think you're not making money online. So these 5 things I think most people who are starting out online are suffering from. If you're very new to internet marketing, hopefully you'll be able to avoid these behaviors and have a more sensible approach from the very start. And if you've been doing this for a while and trying to make money online, then hopefully you'll recognize some of these behaviors and you'll be able to change some things and it'll allow you to get the success that you want going forward. So my name's Richard Darby, this is the School of Nomads. You can catch me at theschoolofnomads.com. If you're new to this channel, the School of Nomads gives tips and tricks on internet marketing related topics. Also, we go through product tutorials and I also go through product reviews. If you've not come across the channel before, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. You'll be notified of any new videos. So these 5 things are not really in any particular order, but I think the first one is one that absolutely everybody who comes online suffers from, and is total lack of patience. So we've all seen those get rich quick schemes where we want to make money tomorrow and they promise you that they're going to be able to make you money in the next week or the 2 weeks. That way of thinking is unrealistic, but we all get sucked into it because we're reading through people's sales pages and it's very easy to get convinced that the next best strategy is around the corner. I think any business you start from scratch, you have to have the patience to be able to build that from the very foundations and allow that to grow online. What most people do is they want to have results fast and they skip on to the next big thing as soon as those results don't happen. So I think lack of patience is a real big issue when first starting out online. And my second thing is kind of related to the lack of patience, is something we call shiny object syndrome. So this is something very many people suffer from when they first come online. They keep skipping from one product to another because they don't see the results quick enough, so they go and jump to the next greatest product and try that strategy out. So I just wanted to show you something. So I'm just going to jump over to a site called Muncheye. So Muncheye has all of the launches day by day that are happening in the internet marketing world, and what the sites that it mainly concentrates on are things like Warrior Plus and JVZoo and ClickBank, which if you're a beginner are 3 sites where a lot of vendors will release products on. So this is kind of a place where it comes together and they advertise those launches, and then affiliates come along and they can look at what launches are happening and decide what they're going to promote. So I just wanted to show you how many launches are happening at any one point. So if you look at just today, 7 or 8 launches just happening today. So it's very easy to skip from product to product because you're forever looking at these kind of launches, and once you get on these people's email lists, they're going to advertise the next latest greatest product almost every single day to you, and it's very easy to jump about too much. And every single one of these will have a very nice sales page, it'll be very convincing new strategy, and you just get sucked into this whole shiny object syndrome, this whole new product syndrome, where you're forever jumping between one product or another. So if you go into any one of these, the best thing you can do if you're kind of thinking about buying a new product is go onto a site like Muncheye, click on the product you're thinking about, and then do a little bit of research before you even go on it, and look at the JV pages, look at the sales pages before you even decide to buy. The reason you do this is the whole marketing funnel is that they don't actually want you to buy just the front end product of this $14, right? They want you to go into their funnel and get ever more expensive products from that funnel. Now the strange thing about internet marketing is, without ever actually seeing the product in the first place that you bought, because they don't always show you exactly what the product is on the sales page, without even doing that, you'll end up in a funnel and you'll be buying upgrades that's the done for you solution or the webinar that you can go on or whatever those upgrades are, and before you know it you've spent $200-300 and you haven't actually seen what you bought yet. So you need to start stepping back a bit and thinking about this practically, about what you're actually purchasing. So one tip is to go in and just look at the JV pages of these things, and you'll see that the vendors themselves will have these JV pages where the affiliates go and they have a look what they're going to promote and how much they're likely to earn. And if you scroll down the JV page, they'll always have the funnel that they're going to be promoting. So in this case, you see the front end of this product is $27 and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 upsells, and the end upsell is $97. And so basically this is the funnel that they want you to go down and purchase each one of these upsells, right? Now sometimes on these JV pages also they'll tell you exactly what each one of these is. these upsells is, right? And you'll see if you go on any reviews, the affiliates will tell you exactly what these. But the point of this is, it's not just the front end that they want you to purchase; it's the whole thing, and you end up being suckered into buying hundreds of dollars worth of product that you don't actually know how good a quality is. So this is just one way to research your products. But I want you to show you, and this is a little bit embarrassing, but I'm going to show you anyway, what somebody with shiny object syndrome ends up doing, right? If you look into my Warrior Plus account, this is a lot of people who allow you to see their Warrior Plus account are usually showing you their sales, right? Showing you the $1,000 days and, just bragging about their earnings. I'm going to do something slightly different. I want to show you a symptom of somebody who started internet marketing a long, long time ago, and somebody who had shiny object syndrome like I did, right? And if you just look in 2018 on here, how many products I was buying, and I was flicking between 1, 2, 3 products, 4 products every single month. Now some of these products, this Destiny by J.K. Dowdle, absolutely brilliant product. But because I would have started that, gone through the training and spent about 2 weeks doing that, and not seen any results in the first 2 weeks, I decided that that can't be any good, so I'm going to go on to buy this next one, right? And so on and so on. So you've got to think, number one, am I buying too many products at the moment? And number two, am I really taking action on each one of those products? If your Warrior Plus account looks like mine, you, my friend, have got shiny object syndrome, and you need to step back and think about what you're trying to achieve at the moment. Number three, you're trying to learn too fast, and you're trying to, more to the point, you're trying to look at things that are too complex too early. So I see lots of products that are teaching you SEO, and they're teaching you Facebook pixels and Facebook ads, and if you're someone who's a beginner and if you've never really had any success online, you're actually running before you've learned to walk. So what happens here is some of these strategies can be very costly. Things like Facebook ads, absolutely they can be very, very effective for the right people and the ones who actually know how to use it. But for a beginner, if you want to go straight into doing Facebook ads, they are very, very difficult sometimes to get going and could be very, very costly. You really need to start looking at more simple strategies for you to start off with. If you start thinking about buying a product about Facebook pixels before you've learned how to build a website and how to build a landing page, how to connect an autoresponder, how to drive traffic, how to build an email list, all of those things that are just the fundamental baseline of making money online, you need to be able to do those things first before you start tracking things with Facebook pixels and making Facebook ads to drive to your office. Trying to run before you can walk is a really, really big issue with some people, because again, these are all related to the shiny object syndrome. When you see some of this stuff, it can look really, really appetizing, and I think you go and use that straight away and make hundreds of dollars. The reality is it's very difficult to get going with some of these more complex strategies. Number four, just not putting in the work. So as I've said, I've been guilty of this. I bought products in the past where I didn't actually put in the amount of time that I should have taken while utilizing those products. So I think Destiny by J.K. Dowdle was one of those things that was a very, very top quality product, but I didn't really take the time to start implementing it in the long term. The only way this works is if you find a strategy and you start implementing that strategy for 6 months, a year down the line, and then you'll start seeing some real results. If you're thinking short term all the time and you're not willing to put in the work to kind of take this more and more long term, then you're just not going to get success. You need to think about this as a long term business. Spend your time on your business online. You need to take it seriously. If you're spending time on Netflix or PlayStation or Xbox rather than build your business, then you're not really serious. You don't really want to succeed online. If you're trying to find something quick that's going to make you $100 a day without any effort, those things do not exist. Anybody who tells you that and tries to sell you a software that does that is just lying to you. It doesn't exist. So you need to think about this as a long-term business. You think you need to spend a lot of time building whatever kind of content you're trying to build, whether that may be videos, that may be blogs, whatever the content is you're trying to build, you're going to have to work hard at that, and you're going to have to get that content out there, and then in months down the line, that's going to give you the benefit that you want. And number five is following the wrong gurus. So I know from many years doing this that there's a lot of people out there who just sell junk. They regurgitate the same old products month on month. They don't have any customer service. They just make a product, get affiliates to sell it for them, and then move on to the next product. And you can see that by going into Warrior Plus and looking at the number of products that vendors are actually producing. And if they're producing one product every month and then moving on to the next product, and then you start looking at those products and recognizing that the sales pages are almost the same, then I wouldn't even bother with those vendors, because their customer service is going to suck and those products are very short term. For you, you have to find something that's going to give you some way of building something and be able to make a success of that. So find some gurus that have got one or two really good solid products that you can get behind, that you know that they're updating regularly and their customer service is great. The way you know is by looking into their Facebook groups and seeing how active they are and how much they're willing to help the people that are their clients. So I've got a few people I know I followed online. My own coach and my mentor is a guy called Philip Barrowman. I came across Philip a while ago through a product called Taking Action Online. Also J.K. Dowdle. I know J.K. Dowdle makes great product. He's always very, very active on things like Facebook, and he's very good at customer service. And people like Adam Payne. Adam Payne happens to be a video marketing expert. I just happen to know these guys because I've been doing this for a while. If you on multiple people's lists who are always trying to promote the next big thing to you, you want to kind of get out of that and stop. And you want to try to unsubscribe from all of those lists and find one or two people that you know you can trust and that are actually going to mentor you and coach you to be a success. So just be careful which gurus you decide to follow. Don't follow the money, follow the people that have got good quality products online and they want to help you be a success. So thanks for watching. I hope you found that useful. These are just kind of 5 big reasons that I was struggling online and I wasn't making any money online, and I wasn't building any kind of long-term sustainable business online. As I said to you, I found a guy called Philip Barrowman, and Philip Barrowman is somebody who's been online for many, many years and kind of had all of these issues himself when he was first online, and he's developed into a really, really top-level internet marketer, and he's got some great membership websites that he runs, and he's very, very active in those membership websites. And one of the products that he has created is something called Simple Traffic Blueprint. So this is something that I use myself, and this is the exact strategy I'm using at the moment. And really the key to the strategy really is to kind of stop everything else and just concentrate on one simple strategy for making money online. So this strategy here is really being able to drive traffic from YouTube, and then using that traffic from YouTube, being able to either by affiliate marketing, or if you actually make your own products, be able to drive traffic to those products and then be able to gather those leads and make those sales by using autoresponders and connecting those to your websites. So the way that he actually puts it in the blueprint is, as he says here, very simple, but this is very, very high quality training course. So the blueprint itself is split into 4 main sections. We've got the introduction, where he takes you step by step through exactly how the strategy works. There's over 30 modules. Each one of these modules is an over-the-shoulder tutorial, so you can kind of see Philip go through the whole thing with you, and you can just go ahead and follow along. After the introduction, we have the getting started section, which is where all about niche selection. Once you've picked the right niche that you want to go after, you can go and pick a domain name, build a website. Again, all of these really, really simple. You can go ahead and just follow it along as he does these things. You do one of these modules every day. Before you know it, you'll have a business up and running. And then implementation phase, where once you've built your website and once you have your YouTube channel created and once you have an autoresponder connected, you can start then adding content to YouTube. And he tells you how to go and find the content that you can use, how to make that into videos. And the great thing about this also is you don't have to be on camera to do these videos. You can always do tutorials and just speak over the camera. You don't actually have to ever be on camera yourself. And then we've got the conclusion, where he's tidying up loose ends. He's really going through the whole strategy and how you rinse and repeat. So the whole point of this strategy is it's all about content. Once you've got the system set up, it's all about you creating new content, creating new videos and putting them on YouTube, and then watching the traffic then start to grow as this thing gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So we call that rinse and repeat, but it's a great, great strategy because it's very simple. All you need to do after the initial setup is just create that content and keep posting those videos. So if you're a beginner, or if you're somebody who's kind of struggling and you want something that is going to get you more focused, I highly recommend Simple Traffic Blueprint. It saved me from a lot of those issues that I was having previously. I haven't bought another product now for around about 6 months because I found something that really works for me, and it's allowing me to build a business online and actually start seeing the results that I wanted. So I go ahead and I highly recommend this. Check out the link in the description below. You'll see that it goes to the schoolofnomads.com. There'll be an email that you put into my landing page, and that'll get you straight to the sales page. All that email is for is so that I can connect with you and I can answer any questions you've got of the product, because my aim is to make as many of you successful as I can. So any questions you have as you go along, you can use me as well as a sounding board, and I can also help you go through the process. So thanks guys, thanks for listening. If you get any comments or you get any questions you want to ask me, please leave a comment below. Always happy to start interacting and answer questions. I'll speak to you soon.